What's up, guys? I just got out of seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I'm gonna let you know right now. This is, I'm gonna spoil the movie. I'm not gonna talk about it in a non-spoiler way. I'm just gonna spoil it, give you all the details, everything. So, if you just want to see my score, my rating, I'll rate on the scale 1 to 10. Let's skip to the end. I'll probably repeat it multiple times, but yeah, I'm gonna spoil this review. I'm gonna spoil the movie. So if you don't want to spoil a review and you just want to score, whatever, let's go to the end. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This movie, my biggest criticism of all the material they're giving us as far as marketing goes, and my biggest criticism of the movie overall, the same. The fucking CGI looks dog shit. It looks like mud. It looks like mud. It doesn't look like they're actually where they're at. It doesn't and that's like they're shooting in a fucking quantum realm. So I gotta give them some slack. Like, the quantum realm isn't a real place. It's not something they can do practical shit on, you know? But I feel like if they just gave, like, as you're seeing a lot of the updates, Marvel's going to they're going to push the shit back. They're not going to keep churning out shit. That's probably thanks to the return of Bob Iger. They're going to stop churning shit out. This year, they only plan to release 2 shows, Secret Invasion and Loki Season 2. Other things are probably going to be pushed back. Ironheart, Echo probably going to be pushed back. They're only going to release 2 more movies after this one, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and in the Marvels. After that, no more movies for pretty much, I think, 10 months. That's probably the longest they've gone without a movie in ever. That's the longest the MCU's gone without a movie ever. 10 months. So the nicest thing I can say about this movie is it's the best Star Wars movie since Rogue One, and I mean that. This is the best Star Wars movie since Rogue One. That's probably has a little to do with Peyton Reed's little bit of work on Star Wars, but this is legitimately the best Star Wars movie since Rogue One, easily. It has that Star Wars feel, and that's really, you can really feel it in the third act. I saw some reviews say the first act's bad, and then the third act's great. I saw reviews say the first act's great, the third act's I was really digging this movie in the first. I was really digging it the first act, and then it gets a little down in the second act. Then it picks back. Actually, that's wrong. It's towards the end of the second act. It goes Like, once, like, there's this scene, once, like, when Kang loses his, like, struggle holding on them, that's where it goes down for a little bit. Like, they have this big climax of their big fight with Kang, and it goes down, and then it ramps you up for the next fight. There's this, like, one thing I was worried about is, like, I feel like Peyton Reed kind of doesn't understand the appeal of this franchise. Like, his comments about, I don't want to be the palate cleanser anymore. I want my Avengers level threat. I feel like he doesn't understand the appeal. And then you have Michael Pena and Nicole's characters not even appearing in this movie. Fucking Cassie's mom doesn't even appear. Like, played by Judy Gerr, one of the funniest women in Hollywood. How don't you want her in these? How could you not want her in here? And I was afraid a lot of the humor was going to be lost, but the humor was there. You got the humor, especially in the first act. They were there. My crowd, my theater, my show, and they loved it. They loved all the quips. All of it landed, you know. MODOK. I saw some people on Twitter upset about how they do MODOK. Here's my take on MODOK. The best way to do MODOK is not fucking do MODOK. He's just not built for live action. He's really not he's shown not to be built for fucking animation. They gave him a fucking Harley Quinn-esque show for Hulu. That shit got canceled after 1 season. Had fucking Patrick Oswalt voicing him. What else could you do? What else can you do? Like, I don't have strong feelings about MODOK. I feel like they use him as comedic relief. The one thing they did that probably gonna make people happy, they did show he's serious. Cassie, she brought up how fucking Darren, the police played by the guy Darren from the first movie, brought up how he tried to kill her when she was 6 in her fucking bedroom. And every time that he would, like, he'll be talking to Lang. MODOK could be talking to Lang, and Lang will fucking make a joke about him. Then he'll turn around and look at Cassie, and you feel her fear of him, because he legitimately tried to kill her when she was 6 in her bedroom. She conveyed that fear. Caitlin Newton, I don't know. After seeing her performance in this, I love Bella Ramsey as Ellie, but I feel like she'd be a great Ellie. I feel like she could really pull off Ellie, but I like Bella Ramsey as Ellie. I don't think the recasting was needed before I saw this movie. I really don't think it was needed after I saw this movie. But I never saw any of that original girl's work. So I don't know what they saw in Caitlin Newton that they didn't see in her. But I wasn't blown away by her performance. Michelle Pfeiffer, Her and Jonathan Majors scenes were great. They brought it. Jonathan Majors fucking brought it. I'm sold on him as Kang. I'm sold on Kang. I feel like my whole theater, like, they felt like this is a bad motherfucker. Everyone said, mostly everyone stayed for the 2 post-credit scenes with and they had all the 2 post-credit scenes are Kang-centric. They are Kang-centric. Once the second one, oh my God, involving Loki, people in my theater, in my show, they were rubbing their hands together, man. Shit's picking up. This movie, like, all their excuses, like, where's Phase 4? Where's this going? Where's this going? Where's this going? Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania really answered those questions of where's this going? Where's this going? Where's this going? And this movie moves. It's very monologue heavy. It sometimes feel like they're just spitting out shit that you need to know for, like, going forward. Like, this is a movie that just really makes everything, all this bullshit make sense. This and Loki Season 2. I honestly, genuinely feel like you can skip all the movies, everything in Phase 4, but Loki and this. Honestly. Maybe Multiverse of Madness. You might need that. But everything else in this phase really stands on, everything else in the previous phase really stood on its own feet, but Loki. I don't think it set up anything. And it's like, it sucks that this movie has a 51% audience critic score. And it sucks that the one project, another criticism of Marvel, is that they aren't serious. The one project they do get a little serious, and it's a project that's kind of known for it's kind of like side mission humor. It's not, everything's not a world-ending event. You're just you're going on an adventure with people that you know and characters that you like, and you don't got to worry about, oh my God, are they gonna die? Are they gonna die? You know. So yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I feel like the humor and the love of it was still there, but I would like to see a lot of the characters from the previous movies return in the next movie. Yeah, as you can see, some comments say it seems they're going to do another one. I would really love to see the characters return. I feel like a lot of Caitlin Newton's portrayal as Cassie, I feel like I heard a lot of screen time. They just took it away from Hank, and they gave it to her, because Hank didn't have a lot of screen time in this movie. And he does have one badass scene involving ants. He has one big badass scene. Bill Murray, I don't know if they have more stuff with him, but he wasn't in this movie at all. He was in the movie for like 2 scenes. And out, gone. William, I'm gonna butcher his fucking name, but the guy from most people know from Midsommar and from The Good Place, he was funny. This was S-tier casting for him. For the character and how they wrote him, S-tier. He pulled it off. Amazing. So yeah, I feel other than the CGI being dog shit and the whole thing looking like mud, looking like fucking like they're not even where they're at, you know, looking like they're just on a green screen, I will give this a 7 out of 10. It's on par. I feel the same about this as I do the other Ant-Man movies. Nice, delightful, funny, charming. I wish the CGI was better so we could look back at this as, oh my God, look what they did. But hopefully that'll come. Hopefully now that Marvel's changing stuff up, we'll get more of that in the future. Because I feel like if the CGI was so much better, this could have been something where we're always going to look back on, but it's not. It's just not. So yeah, 7 out of 10. I recommend it. I liked it. I had a good time with it. It could have been so much more, but you know, Marvel knows their flaws and they're going to learn from them going forward. I feel like this movie, even though it has its flaws, is kind of a step forward because it's starting to show where this is all going, and it's all going to Secret Wars, where they can bring on everybody back. They're gonna bring everybody back. Even if Patrick Stewart talking about Ian Macklin's Magneto's really about to come back. He's just blatantly saying that he's coming back. We have a plan. So this is all just leading to Secret Wars, so they can bring everybody back. So yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, 7 out of 10. Really delightful. I enjoyed it. If you like the previous Ant-Man films, I think you're going to like this too. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Peace.